Hi, hi, hi. It's Lori from Lori's Lifestyle. We're going to hang out here a minute and see who comes in, if anyone. I usually don't stream live at night, um, but I thought I would give it a chance. I thought this would be a good night to do a question and answer session and just some chit chats. So, if you're here, comment so I know you're here. I'm on my actual laptop, which I usually use my phone to record. So I have no idea what I'm doing, none whatsoever. Um, so we're gonna get through this together. I have just been, since I got home, working on planner stuff. Coupons I have to cut and get organized in my binder. Hey, Nisa. How are you, sweetie? It seems funny to see you online and not in person, you know? But how was your day? With all this rain and a little bit of thunder and stuff that we've had, news over here, panting, having panic attacks like crazy. Hey, I was looking for you, CC. How are you? My girl. This is my first live at nighttime and just in a casual type of, I just thought we would get on here and talk a little bit and cut up a little bit and whatever. And I've got to stop moving because I'm moving let me see. I'm in my bed, y'all. Okay, how do I let you share it? Or can you just go ahead and do it? Or do I need to change something? Because, girl, I don't know nothing about all this. Yeah, so I'm in my bed, surrounded by planners and stickers and washi tape and pens and pencils and coupons, and I'm a hot mess tonight. I've got so much to get caught up on, and thank you, CC. I've got a planner meetup on Saturday after work, which I've never been to a planner meetup, but I'm excited. I'm excited. My little emoji. See my emoji? She's got soda and stuff on her, but my son got this for me. So I have to have my emoji in bed with me at night. I got a California king size bed all to myself now. Hey, Lindsay, how you doing? Oh, there you go again, Dirty Sprite. You're so funny. Oh, thank you, Donna. I don't need Botox. I think I do. Look, y'all, I got wrinkles for days. And I got these cholesterol deposits under here that need to be, I guess the only way you can get rid of them is surgically. But, I am going to be 50, so I'm going to own it. I'm going to own it. I'm going to own it. So, let me address the big elephant in the room. A few videos back, I said I was going to talk about why my marriage ended and go into details and give all the scoop, the 411 on the whole deal. Well, I was going to. But since then, I'll refer to him as he, has decided to start his own YouTube channel. Let me just say, I will never, ever tell you my husband's name, soon to be ex-husband's name. We're only married on paper at this point, and then that's questionable. Um, but let me just tell you, I can't even tell you how crazy he sounds. I can't even tell you the vulgarity. I can't believe that YouTube has even kept the videos up. I mean, I would think that if you had too much cussing and too much graphic content, they would take your videos down. I don't know. But he's got 7 subscribers. I'm one of the 7. But I think he is. I mean, I really, to be honest with you, I mean, his videos, he will tell you he is and has been diagnosed as bipolar. So, with that being said, that has contributed to a lot of his issues. And at this point, I just feel sorry for him because it's sad to look back and think that I spent 13 years with this man and where he is now and what he thinks and how he thinks is okay. So, but, I'll always have love for him. And I've told him that. But, I try not to think about it because if I think about it, I start to doubt myself. And I have come so far since Christmas. Um, I have peace, I have happiness, I have friends, um, and I'm okay with that. So I wish him nothing but the best. Um, I hope he gets the help that he needs. Oh, Lindsay, you're back in Ohio? You were just in Indiana, right? So are you closer to me now in Ohio than you were when you were in Indiana? Because I know you were like 4 hours away before, because I'm in the northeast part of the state and you were down south. So if you're closer, we need to get together. I'm actually going to put together a planner meetup once the weather gets good. So maybe you can come over from Ohio for that. You're always welcome to stay at my house. Okay, so you're still like 4 hours away. Cincinnati's like 4 hours from here. But you always have a place to stay here at my house. It's my house now. I can have people here. I was never allowed to have people over before. Yeah. I lived a very, and I guess I didn't notice it at the time. Like, we didn't do things together. He's very unsocial. I'm very social. Um, he didn't want to go out with other couples, and he didn't have friends except one really that had a wife. And we never did anything with anybody that he knew. It was always the few times that we did do things, it was with my friends. Um, so I'm trying to adjust to the fact that I don't have to stay in the house all the time. I don't have to not have a social life. Um, Although I enjoy being at home by myself, um, it's a huge adjustment, a huge adjustment. And, I was never the type of person who would go for that. That was not me. But I think when my mama got sick, that really broke me down. And I was very vulnerable. And I did not want to have conflict. And I did not want to fight. And I did not want to have problems. And I just kind of settled into the yes sir, no sir mode. And that's where life went. So, but back to the Botox thing. Donna, if you're still here, but look, I seriously need to have the skin removed too. Y'all know I've lost like right around 100 pounds in the last year. Well, the last year and year and a half, the last 18 months, I've lost nearly 100 pounds. I was a terrible diabetic. I woke up one morning with no eyesight. Um, so I got my diabetes under control. Um, Girl, Cece, I want some liposuction too. I always said, if I could take what I have in the front, which now is like, I'm gonna be real graphic with y'all, because skin, have that transferred to the backside, I would be the bomb diggity. You couldn't tell me nothing, nothing. You heard? Nothing. I would be 50 going on 25. But unfortunately, I don't have liposuction money, so I don't have liposuction money. But I could try it myself, I guess. I don't know how that would work out. Fifth of Jack, and I'm just playing. I would never try something like that, but yeah, I'm actually learning to love who I am. You know, I am who I am. This is me. Wrinkles, extra skin, fat, whatever. This is me. Every scar, every wrinkle, everything. I have earned 110%. Oh, that's my thing, Donna. I hate to cook. I'm going to keep it real. I hate to cook. Now, I love to eat, but I hate to cook. Thank you, Dirty Sprite. You're so sweet. He said, I'm the bomb diggity. I'm the bomb diggity. Yeah, I'm the bomb diggity, all right. Y'all would just crack up. I told you in this morning's video, if I could do a live at work, y'all, oh my goodness. This world is a hot mess. A hot mess. Donna, I'm not too busy to cook. I just don't like to cook. Now I'll clean up a nasty kitchen after somebody has cooked and do the dishes and clean my counters and my stove, but I hate to cook. I used to love to cook. I used to cook and bake and all that. Not anymore. Mm-mm. Simple crock pot meals, and the boys. For those of you who don't know, I have a 21, almost 22-year-old son who's in college that lives with me. And then I have my 18-year-old who is a senior in high school. He's mine. He's my brother. That's how I look at it. But technically, he is my soon-to-be ex-husband's half-brother. And he came to live with us a year ago. And he stayed with me. That's all I'm going to say. He stayed here. And he is part of my family. And I love him to death. I love him to death. Dirty Sprite. Okay, so I'll be your wife and you'll cook, clean, do my laundry, pay my bills, and I could just be your wife. Oh my goodness. I think that's the most exciting thing is working and paying my bills and having money and being able to do things and know that I did it all. I did it all myself. That is the most rewarding thing in the world. That is the motivation to get up and go to work every day, is to know that I did it myself. It's amazing. Amazing. Let me grab a drink real quick because my mouth is getting dry. And then I'll start stuttering and y'all won't know what I'm saying. So hold on just a second. So let's do some questions. Let's do some questions. Somebody started off. It's open season. If I tell you that it's open season, I mean it's open season. If it's too personal or too something, I'll tell you pass. I can't answer that question. But let's get the party started. I can't sing. Dirty, I can't sing. If somebody said you have to sing or you're going to die, I might as well lay down right now or start digging my hole because I can't sing for nothing. I'll try though. I'll sing in the car just like I'm Mariah Carey. And then my son will remind me if he's in the car to shut up because it's bad. Okay, y'all, come on, let's get some questions. March 27th was your birthday. Oh, so that was yesterday. Happy belated birthday. I thought I had missed it like weeks ago or months ago or something. How old did you turn, Dirty? Watch, you gonna say 27. I love this stuff too, y'all. This Nivea in the blue, the best lip moisturizer there is. See, I told you 27. 23? Oh my goodness. My son's about to be 22. That's funny you say that because there's a young man here in the city where I live at that has been messaging me on Facebook and Snapchatting and such and wants to get together. And he's been married and divorced and has a little girl and all this. And to be honest, I'm not trying to find a man right now. I'm not trying to go that route. And he told me he was 23. My son about flipped out. He was like, oh, you know what? No, mom, no. Uh-uh. That'll never happen. That's just not right. And I kind of have to agree with it. That'd be kind of weird. But yeah. Am I still moving to Florida? Lindsay, let me tell you. This is my dilemma. If I move to Florida, my son is not going now. He has the program. Hear my dog over here. She's having anxiety problems bad. He is in a very good art program. And he, in fact, won an international award for a photograph that he did of my little brother-in-law, one of his senior pictures, and he tweaked it and edited it and, did all that stuff that photographers do. Hey, happy birthday, Nick. Happy birthday. But anyway, he won an international award where that picture is now in an art museum on display in Greece. So he does not want to transfer colleges. He wants to stay here to graduate. If I move to Florida, I will be going down there without anyone. Well, I have my best friend, of course, who I'm going to move in with. But my heart, my soul, my son will not be going. Now, granted, he will more than likely, once he graduates from college, be going to New York, Chicago, LA, Atlanta, Miami, somewhere like that for his career. He's majoring in graphic design with a minor in photography. And he has his own photography business here. He's already done photo shoots for people. He's doing a wedding in June. He just went to New York City over spring break and did engagement pictures for them. And then they're coming here because they're originally from here for their wedding. So he's doing their wedding. So that is my thing. I know I have to cut the apron strings at some point, but I don't know if I'm ready to do that just yet. So, and I have a really good job here. Really good job. Some of you know, if you've watched my other videos, I work for the state. It's a good job. I would have to go down there and get a job. I'm just so torn, but with my lupus, this winter has just killed me. Um, there's a lot of bad memories in this city. Um, a person that I don't want to run into on a regular in this city. So I am still, I was so sure 6 months ago that I was moving to Florida in June. And then my whole life got turned upside down. And I don't know. I think I was trying to move to Florida to escape the miserable life I was living, not realizing that it wasn't the house I'm in, it's not the city, the state I'm in. It was the person that I was sharing my life with that was making me miserable. So, and if I moved to Florida, I would be selling my house, which was my mother's home that she had built. And it's the last thing that I have of her. So I don't know. I've said I'm going to pray on it and I'm going to think about it. And I have no time table that I have to put the house up for sale. I have no timetable that I have to go to Florida. I can do it at my own pace. And I want to make sure the decision I make is the one that is going to hold me. They do not. Each state is separate. Now, granted, I would have an advantage getting a state job. I also would have an advantage being prior military, getting a job about 40 minutes away. There's a huge VA hospital in Gainesville, Florida. And I have experience. Let me break it down for you. I've been a hairstylist and nail tech for 25 years. I've owned my own salon. I've also worked in the ER at two of our local hospitals as unit secretary. And then I took care of my mother for 10 years. I went to nursing school. I quit when she got sick and I never went back. I don't want to go back. I don't want to be a nurse after seeing her go through 10 years of battling stage 4 ovarian cancer. I want nothing to do with the medical field. But I would work at the VA hospital, you know, civil service jobs, I would be qualified for. And I've applied for some jobs. Look, I'm a jack of all trade. What is it saying? A jack of all trade and like, you know what I'm trying to say? There's an old wives' tale that's, a master of none. Yeah, that's me. Except hair and nails. Now that's just one thing I will not toot my own horn about stuff. But hair and nails and makeup, I got that on lockdown, okay? My son cuts hair. My son never went to barber school one day. He supported himself when he was away at college playing football by cutting hair on campus. And he learned how to cut hair from watching his mama cut hair growing up. Dirty said, toot toot. So, yeah, hair, nails, makeup, that's my niche. And I'm very artistic. And I think that's why my son is very artistic and has chosen the path that he has for his career. We started telling him from like the day he was born, he was going to be a doctor. He started out pre-med, hated it, and switched to the arts. Just like his mama, what can I say? So let's go. Questions, come on now. I answered if I'm moving to Florida. Let's see. You're a boxer? For real, a boxer? That is what I have been telling my friends. There is a new gym that opened up here, and they have kickboxing and like MMA type training. That's what I want to do. I need to go box so I can hit a bag When someone dyes their hair, does it hurt it? It depends. I mean, if they're going from real dark hair to real light hair, yes, it damages it because you put bleach on the hair and it strips all of the pigment out of the hair. So when you see people that their hair looks like it's absolutely fried, it's probably because they went to someone that did not know what they were doing, or they tried to do it themselves with a box. And on the back of the box at the hair color, it'll show you, oh, this is the color it's going to be. Well, you can't go from ignore the gray, but this dark color. I'm not going to get that to like a platinum blonde with a box from Walmart. Oh, Dirty, you got dreads? I love dreads. Dreads and braids. That is my downfall. I'm still stuck on, Jaheim and Snoop. God forbid, let me say his name, Aura Kelly's braids. Love some braids and I love some dreads. Love it, love it, love it. And if your hair's short, you better have those 360s going. Oh, I bet. I see. Hair is my, you're really a hairstylist when you're standing at the grocery store in line to check out and you're looking at people's hairlines and it's like, dang, they need their neck cleaned up, or who put that line? Their line is jacked. It's crazy. And I have to say, my son, okay, I'm sure y'all have figured it out. My soon to be ex husband was biracial. He had very big, loopy, silky, soft curls. My little brother in law has, waves. My son is white. His dad was white. But my daddy was mostly Native American. So my son gets really tan in the summer. When he was little, everybody thought my son was biracial. And being a hairstylist and being around barbers and such, I always lined up men's hair. Why is it that Caucasian men do not get their hair lined up? So my little son was the only little boy walking around with his hair lined up at like 2. But now he's got his hairline is straight. But I just don't understand why people don't, and they don't teach that in cosmetology school about, lining up. They talk about cleaning up around the ears and the neckline. But who wants to be with somebody that's got all this fur growing down on their forehead, looking like a werewolf? Go on. I can't do that. I can't do that. I'll be getting my trimmers out and sitting somebody down. Let me clean that up for you right there. Let me clean that up. My son, he is so particular about his hair. He that is right, Dirty. That is a good question. And I mean, it's not a color thing. I think it's a culture thing. But why would you? And I've had gentlemen in my salon chair before. I would go to line their hairline up and they would like start screaming because they had no idea what I was doing. So I had to explain to them what I was doing and what I was doing it for. And they had never heard that before in their lives, never had their hair lined up. Walking around looking like a werewolf. Crazy. Crazy. But nobody has any more questions? For real, for real? I love to answer questions. What time is it? Let me see what time is it? How long have we been? Oh wow, I've been live for 32 minutes. Time goes by fast. Okay, dirty. We don't have to meet police parking lot. I was an expert sharpshooter, but yeah, this girl does not miss. If I feel threatened, I will not miss. Your hair is extra short on the back for it not to be grabbed from the behind. I learned that from self-defense class, but there is enough hair on the front to cover my eye. Dirty, you cheated because you know you've probably seen other videos when I said my favorite color was purple, or you saw my nails. Purple and black are my two favorite colors. Yes. What was Donna had a question up, Lindsay? Do you know what it was? Let me see. Oh, if I had three wishes, what would they be? Donna, I didn't even see that. Excuse me. Oh, am I supposed to scroll, Lindsay? Look, I told y'all I'm usually on my phone. I don't. Okay, my three wishes would be number one, to have my mother back. My second wish would be to live a long and healthy life. And my third wish would be that they find a cure for all cancers. Hey, Kimmy. Hi, I'm so excited. I can't believe you're on my live. Oh my gosh. Look, I'm going to start crying. Kimmy from She's in Her Apron is in my life. And I love Kimmy and Sam from Happily a Housewife. I mean, I adore them so much. Oh my God. What's the best food I've tasted this year? Crab legs. Yes, crab legs. My son works part time at the only 5-star restaurant here in our city. And they have all you can eat crab legs during Lent. And me and my girlfriend from work either go there and get crab legs or we go to Red Lobster to get crab legs. But she and I both could eat crab legs for days. Top 5 places to visit or vacation in my life. Okay. Number 1 place I would like to go before I die is the Congo. I know it's dangerous. I know it's not beaches and all that beautiful stuff, but I've always wanted to go to the Congo. Not like no, she's just a girl who's my friend. Sorry, Clementine. I'm sorry. Anyway, the Congo, I would love to go to Fiji. I want to go to Costa Rica. And I want to go to Ireland. And I think the 5th place would be go back to Hawaii and stay only in Maui the whole time. Not go to, like we took a 14-day cruise or 10-day cruise of the islands in Hawaii, all the islands. It was on my mom's bucket list. So we took her in 2011. And we were docked in Maui for 2 days. And that was our favorite part of the whole trip, was Maui. It's beautiful. You'd be somewhere in a pub if we went to Ireland. That's funny. That is so funny. Yeah, Costa Rica is beautiful. The Congo, actually, I was young when the story came out about what was it, Gorillas in the Mist. That's what got me curious about the Congo. And I've always been fascinated with gorillas and monkeys and apes. And when I was a little girl, I had a stuffed animal, and he was a monkey, and his thumb was a banana, and I named him Jocko. And in fact, I still have him. He's in my closet, sealed in plastic. Um, but my mom used to tell me stories about how at Christmas I would always ask for a real monkey. I wanted a pet monkey. And I think that's why the Congo has always been appealing to me, is because I kept him that long. Of course. That's like my stuffed animal from when I was a little girl. I kept it in case, I had grandchildren or a child that would want it. But if I took it out of the vacuum sealed bag, it would probably fall apart at this point. That's how old Jocko is. But I just think the Congo would be beautiful. I know it's not safe there. And Fiji, if I would ever go, thank you, Donna. Thank you. I will see you soon. If I ever went to Fiji, I want to stay in one of those little huts out on the ocean that have the glass floor. I think that would be amazing. But at this point in my life, I mean, I don't know if I'll ever get to do any of those things. But surviving each day is a blessing. And if you were young again, you get a unicorn. Would I ever go hiking on a mountain? I have, when I lived in California. Not like up snowy mountains, Mount Everest type thing, but I used to hike a lot when I lived in California. That's when I was young and in shape. Yes, I would go. I've skydived before. So yes. In fact, we at work they had us fill out these sheets like what's your favorite food, what's your what's on your bucket list, blah 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 blah. And a lot of people I work with said they would like to go skydiving. So I suggested, I know a couple places here locally that does skydiving excursions or expedition. I said, I'll put it together for this summer. And on Saturday, after we get off work, we'll all go skydiving. Suddenly, all those people that wanted to skydive, they don't want to skydive anymore. Do I like NASCAR? If so, who's my favorite driver? I love NASCAR. I've been to NASCAR races. The Michigan race is not far from where I live. So that was my mom. My mom and I used to always go to NASCAR races. The Brickyard is an hour and a half away from my house in Indy. We watched NASCAR every weekend on TV. My son loved NASCAR. We were Jeff Gordon fans. My son's father drove, when they were teenagers, drove with Jeff Gordon when they drove sprint cars when he first was starting out his career. So everything was Jeff Gordon. We had everything Jeff Gordon. Since he stopped driving and I lost mom, I haven't watched a NASCAR race. I would like to. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to watch a race this year without my mama. She'll be with me in spirit. So it'll be okay. But yeah, Jeff Gordon is a really, really down to earth, kind, amazing person. My son's dad actually had breakfast with him at Michigan at the Speedway, um, where you could buy, you know, buy breakfast with Jeff Gordon type thing and socialize with him. And he said he's amazing. He's a really, really great guy. Would I rather have no hair or an afro that grows every year? Mm. Earnhardt Seniors, who you're talking about, Dirty, number three. Well, I was watching the race. Me and my son's dad was watching the race when he crashed and passed away. That was awful to watch. An afro that grows every year or no hair. You know what? I've often wondered what I would look like without no hair. I volunteered to shave my head when my mom got cancer and was losing her hair when I had to shave her head. And she says, no. And now I had always worn my hair my whole life short, always short, like in a pixie, like a Haley Berry type of pixie. And she said, no, I want you to grow your hair out. I want you to grow your hair out long. So it's been to my waist 3 times since 2007. But my hair is very, with my dad being Native American, I've got this thick, coarse, I flat ironed it this morning, of course, but I mean, it's just big and it's like thick and heavy. And right now it's like halfway down my back when it's not pulled back. But I'm letting it grow again to my waist, I guess. It's easy. I thought about cutting bangs into it, and then I'm like, no, because if I don't like it, I have to let them grow out again. So, no. Thank you, Dirty. Thank you. If you would see it when I blow dry it out of the shower and it's not flat ironed, wow. It's like living the 80s all over again. With that rocker band hair going. But my son has the same hair as I do. Very thick, very coarse. Very, very. Hi, Barry. How are you? We're doing a question and answer session. So come on now, kick me up some questions because, I'm getting sleepy. I'm usually, look, my phone says time for bed on it. I have it set to tell me when to go to bed at night. Am I a Michael Jackson fan? I was not a Michael Jackson fan as I got older. True story. 8th grade year. I don't know about the rest of the country. But here in 8th grade, you have the chance to go to Washington, D.C. over spring break. 8th grade year, I went to Washington, D.C. with my class. My mom had given me souvenir money and spending money. I came home with every button, every pencil, every pen, every postcard, anything I could find in Washington, D.C. that had Michael Jackson on it. My mom was so mad. I didn't buy one thing that said Washington, D.C. I had spent all my money on Michael Jackson memorabilia. Okay, what song, Dirty? I will tell you an interesting fact about me. Um, okay, I will. I will listen to that when I get off my live. An interesting fact about me is a lot of people assume what kind of music I listen to. Okay, Barry, go ahead. Go ahead. What's your question? You look and see, you can't lose it. How can you lose your question that quick? The type of music I listen to. I listen to everything from Snoop Dogg to Kane Brown, Luke Bryan, country. R&B, hip hop, rap. It depends on my mood, the weather. I listen to everything. New music, old music. Um, I grew up with my girlfriend's mom used to take us skating, and she would play the Isley Brothers Between the Sheets every Friday and Saturday night when she was taking us to drop us off at the skating rink. So that was kind of, you had to stitch up your own arm? Ooh, I just took stitches out of my little brother's arm the other night. He had had a cyst removed, and he was supposed to go back to the doctor and get the stitches out, and he didn't want to, so I did it. I've done it before. Yeah, I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. You listen to everything too, Lindsay? I know people cannot figure me out. A cyst is a fatty, like a little fatty, non-cancerous tumor that you can get anywhere on your body. And he had one right here on his wrist that like would pop out. So the doctor had cut it out and stitched it up. And I took the stitches out. So. Al Green. What do I know? What you know about Al Green, Mr. 23 years old? Yeah. And the Isley Brothers. And Bobby Womack. Yes. Yeah. Marvin. Yes. In fact, Marvin was killed by his son when I was in Washington, D.C. on my 8th grade trip. Teddy P. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if you're on my Facebook, Lindsay, you probably saw it the other day when I shared. It was a year ago that my girlfriends took me to see Earth, Wind, and Fire here in my city. We were jamming. That was a great, great concert. I've got video of it. They were amazing, amazing. Um, I love Charlie Wilson. I love Jaheim. I like Tank. Um, what else? You know, when I was in high school, I was into Journey and Dio and the Scorpions and Def Leppard and all the headbanging heavy metal groups. I go see Jimmy Buffett every year. I'm a Parrot head. Kimmy says, if you could have coffee with any famous person, dead or alive, who would it be? Besides you, Kimmy? Because to me, you're famous. But I think it would, or alive. So it could be someone alive. You're probably going to laugh at me when I tell you this. But I would love to have coffee with Lady Gaga. And not the Lady Gaga with all the glitter and the stage and all that. I would like to sit down and talk to Stephanie. I think she's very knowledgeable. She's amazing. She's creative. She's artistic. She has a good heart. I would not want to sit down and have coffee with a politician or anybody that, just a regular actor or actress. I think people give some famous people too much credit. I would rather sit down and have coffee with a friend and discuss things than someone famous. I knew Elvis was going to be one of yours. Yep. I went through my YouTube phase too, Kimmy. Yes. Yes. U2, The Cure, those were the days. That was my what do they call kids now that dress in all black and they're all, oh, what do they call it? Goth. Yes. I went through my goth stage. But goth was different in the 80s than it is now. Lindsay, you know what? Now that you just said Michelle Obama, I think I want to change my answer. Kimmy, I want to change my answer from Lady Gaga to Michelle Obama. You went to see Jimmy Buffett? Yep, he comes to Indiana every year at this outdoor concert theater place, and you sit on the lawn, and it's just, I go by myself. I love it because people are so friendly, and you just, I mean, or maybe I'm just so friendly. I just butt in people's conversations and join their party. I don't know. But yeah, it's just a great time. I love it. Love it. Emo. That, yes. But isn't emo when you cut yourself too? Or is that I've lost track. I've lost track of all these new sayings. Like my son will say, I'm gassing it. What does that mean? But Kimmy, my neighbor across the street is from Boston that normally does my nails. She is so funny and she still has her Boston accent. And she tells me about Boston all the time because I've been as far east as New Hampshire and Vermont, but I've never been to like Boston or Maine or anything like that. And she's funny. Dirty, I do not know who Wheeler Walker Jr. is. Maybe I would if I heard something, but off the top of my head, no, I don't. I'm sorry. You're just a rebellious teenage girl that everybody hates. Oh, don't say that. I always, nobody should ever hate anybody. You know, I think it would be amazing, Kimmy, and I would love to take a vacation to the East Coast and see all the lighthouses. I'm so simple, huh? Not very exciting. I just want to see lighthouses. I'm boring. I'm such a scheduled, planned, predictable person. That's what's scary. The older I get, the more predictable I am. Oh, I have heard that song. I have, Dirty. I know what song you're talking about now. Yes. Yep. I know what song you're talking about. As soon as you put, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Have you ever seen them, Kimmy? Have you not traveled up the coast and seen lighthouses and stuff when you were younger? Oh, Clementine, let me tell you something. When I was in high school, I was not a part of the popular crowd. I didn't really fit into any little social clique or, that people had because I was friends with everyone. I never chose my friends by the color of their skin, their religion. I was just, you know, but I never felt like I fit in. And high school was horrible for me. Horrible. And then 10 years ago, I took over doing our class reunions. And it's amazing to me. how many people tell me now, oh, you were so popular. You were one of the popular girls. No, I wasn't. So I think it's all perception. And it's okay because people that call you names, 9 times out of 10 are jealous of you or they envy something about you. And that's their defense mechanism. True story. Okay, Kimmy, well, like we'll plan in about 10 years to take a vacation. We'll meet up in Boston and we'll go see all the lighthouses. Oh, definitely dirty. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. And you have to pick your friends. I always say I have friends, maybe 3 or 4, and then I have associates. Everybody has a lot of associates. And you'll find that you have a lot of friends, especially on social media, when something bad is happening in your life or you like through the years when my mom was sick. Oh my goodness, people would comment, on chemo days and, it's almost like they found joy in my hurt. Now, since I'm single and life is going good and I'm blessed and I'm finding myself and people are just dropping like flies. Crickets, crickets on social media. Night, Kimmy. Thank you so much for joining my live. I'm going to write this down in my planner. I'm so happy. I love you to death, girl. I love you to death. I love your strength, your parenting, everything. Thank you for joining me. Exactly, dirty. You have to know the difference. See, Clementine, don't get me started on the whole smoking thing. And I know you're not talking about cigarettes. I've always said Facebook gives everybody the opportunity to have the perfect life, the perfect marriage, the perfect home with the white picket fence, 2.5 kids, a dog, cat, and that's not what they have in reality at all. And once you realize that, Facebook becomes more comical than anything, or Instagram, or Twitter. Twitter, I don't do Twitter, but any social media becomes more of a comedy show sometimes or entertainment than it is worrying about always, Kimmy, always. Um, yeah, it's more entertaining now. I don't take things so seriously anymore. But okay, guys, I'm with Kimmy. I have to work in the morning. It's 10:01. We've been live for, well, we're like 55 seconds short of an hour. And I am going to call it a night. I'm going to put the rest of these coupons up and this planner stuff and let Nunu outside to go potty one last time. And the next live will be, I've been going live in the mornings when I'm at work, waiting to go into work. So between 7:30 and 8 o'clock in the mornings, I've been doing lives. I've never done a live like this in the evening. If you want me to do a live in the evenings, if you like these, let me know in the comments, like, thumbs up, whatever, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. And I will do them again. So I like doing lives better than recording and uploading videos because I hate to edit. So, but my Mac just told me my battery's about ready to die. So with that, I will see you all very, very soon in the morning, unless I'm too sleepy and I look crazy, and then I won't be live. An evening live tomorrow too. I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do, Dirty. Yes, it's Friday night. I'll be home. Nothing to do. I might as well go live. We could talk and carry on and whatever. But thank you so much for joining me. Hugs and kisses to you all. Remember, don't let anyone ever take your superpower. That's the one thing you have control of. I love you all. See you soon.